Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing this easy look using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. So first we're going to start off by taking the shade Just Peachy and using that as a transition shade. And I already went through and primed my eyes with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. So for our crease shade we're going to be going into Summer Yum, and you just want to make sure that's well blended with Just Peachy. So next we're going to be jumping into Luscious, and we're just going to put that on the inner half of the lid. And then we'll be taking Caramelized and using that on the outer half of the eyelid. Next I went in with Peach Pit just to deepen the outer V of the eye. And then going back into Summer Yum, you're just going to blend all those shades together so there's no lines. And then we're going right back into Just Peachy to make sure everything is nice and soft. And for liner, I'm going to be going in with their Real Push-Up liner. This one's one of my favorites because it stays put all day long without budging. I do kind of struggle with my wings a little bit, so I do have to go in with some Professional on a Q-tip just to sharpen up those edges a little bit. For my primer, I'm going to be using the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I like to run this through the edges of my face for some moisture, and then I'm going to go in with the Professional through my T-zone, a little bit on my chin, and then some through the forehead just to help control that oil and fill in those pores throughout the day. For foundation, we're going to be going in with the Teint Idole Ultrawear Makeup Stick. I'm in the shade 260 Bisque Neutral, and I'm just going to buff that out with my crown brush that we got from our BoxyCharm last month. I really love this brush because it buffs everything out so nicely and it doesn't soak up any of my product. Definitely need to pick some more of this up because I love how well it wears throughout the day. I can't believe I've actually gone through a whole entire stick already. Next we're going to be going in with the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I've been using this one almost every day since it came out, and I like to use it as a base for my actual contour powder. And then just taking the edge of that crown brush just to blend it out. For concealer, we're going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light underneath the eyes and then highlighting down the nose a little bit. I'm blending it out with my Real Technique sponge. I like using this versus a brush because I feel like it just helps blend it better and it doesn't make it thick and cakey. It soaks up any excess product. To set the face, we're going to be using the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I don't really like the way this one smells, but it just has such a beautiful finish to it. And going back in the peach palette, we're going to take Summer Yum and just lightly smoke out that lower lash line. And I want to build up the intensity of that just a little bit. And then taking Peach Pit and using that to line the lower lash line. And for the brow bone highlighter, we're going to be going in with White Peach. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Nectar on a small brush and use that as my inner corner highlight. To tight line, I'm going to be using the NYX Faux Blacks in the shade Oxblood. I'm going to use that same pencil on the lower half of the lower lash line and then go in with the Wonderpencil in Light. For contour, I'm going to be using the IBY Beauty Highlight and Contour Palette, and I'm going to use the contour number 3 to carve out my cheekbones. And then to contour out my nose, I'm going to be using the contour shade number 2. And I like to use the highlight number 2 just to brighten up underneath the eyes. And then I'll go in with the highlight number 1 and highlight the forehead and the bridge of the nose. Next, I'm using the Galifornia blush from Benefit. This is their newest one and I am completely obsessed with it. Like, I've been having such a hard time putting this shade down since I got it. Next, I'm going to highlight the tops of my cheekbones with the OFRA highlighter and Rodeo Drive. I love building up the intensity of this one. It is one of my favorites. Then I'm going to highlight the nose and the Cupid's bow. And to bronze up the skin, I'm going to use the Sweethearts bronzer from Too Faced. To set everything in place, I'm going to be using the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. For mascara, I'm going in with their Real Tinted Lash Primer to start. And then for the actual mascara, I'm going to be using the It Superhero. Now, this is my first time using it, and I was pretty impressed with how just full and voluminous it was making my lashes. And it didn't clump them together at all either. And then to finish off the look, I'm going to be using the Tarteist Lip Paint in the shade Festival. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel today. I'll see you guys in my next video.